I wanna say something, yeah. Let's go.
Hey guys, Lil Mingo here. Today I want to talk about something that I know a lot of people have brought up, and I think it's something that everybody should kind of take a look at, sit back and check out. Now what it is about the gaming landscape that we all have today. I understand that, it's really nice to be able to have multiple different consoles to play on, and multitudes upon multitudes of different games to play. But there's something we need to all step back and look at from a very, how can I put it, an open mindset style. I don't know if anyone really remembers much about this, but back in 83, 1982 to 85, was the big collapse of the video game industry. And the reason why is because they kept overflooding the market and people didn't want to buy the games. Either they were too expensive or no one wanted to spend these $700 to $1,000 on a console system. Which, surprisingly, I'm so glad they don't sell consoles for that much today. But it's something that caused the whole industry to drop. Now, back at I think it was right at the very end of 85, Nintendo Japan soft dropped the NES system, the Nintendo NES system. And when they did, it got a lot of success. People were really happy about it. They're like, okay, cool, we got a new system. Maybe this is a save. And it was. It was a save that saved the video game industry. But the problem is now you've got multitudes of bad systems, horribly made games that doesn't even make sense. Like, why would you give that to us? Why would you make a game that, like for instance, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 had a day one patch that was larger than the game itself? What were you thinking doing that? Like, what in your mind would make you possibly think that'd be okay? Seriously. What would possibly make you think that'd be okay to do that? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. It's like, they're not even trying to finish games. They're like, well, we get plenty of pre-orders and people are buying our game, and people are getting ready for it. Let's just send it out and we'll just fix it because we have the chance to. And we're the ones that just have to accept that the game is broken at launch. And even when they try to work on the game, they break it even worse. Or in very different cases, they'll make the game better, but they'll also stick something in that none of us wanted in the first place. Which, I'm just going to be straight up honest, loot boxes. Nobody wants loot boxes in a $60 game. Nobody wants that. If we're going to spend $60 for a game, I kind of like to have the content there. Even if you don't bring it out right away, I spent my $60. Don't I think I earned $60 of the content? And I think that's one thing that all of us gamers need to really look at. Are we getting our money's worth in content? In gameplay mechanics and fun as the biggest thing of all? Are we as gamers having fun with their products? And to be totally honest, a lot of the games nowadays are not fun anymore. They've lost the appeal, they lost the epicness that they once had. Case in turn, even though I love Forza games, the Motorsport series, it's not fun anymore. It's very bland and one-off. You pick a car, you go race that car, you earn points for that car, and then you go race again. There's nothing much more to it. Yes, they have multiple different styles of racing, but it's very limited. And like when it comes to drifting, it takes you quite a long time to learn how to do that. Like, I've been sitting for months trying to learn how to do good drifting on any of the Forza games and realized, I'm just better off just driving fast, because that's a lot more fun to me anyway. But the whole idea behind the Horizon series was to give fresh new life into the Forza series. And Forza Horizon is an awesome series. Arcade racing, great cars, great places to race at. Number 1 was in Colorado, number 2 was in Europe. Number 3 is in Australia, and number 4 is going to be in the British Isles. I love that idea. I love the idea that they're really pushing this game harder and harder. But it's starting to get old. Every gameplay mechanic they keep putting in the game doesn't really feel like it changes the game or gives it something new. To be totally honest, with everyone in the game, with everyone in the gaming community, we get the Forza Horizon game. Okay, here's a new area, here's the same cars you've all bought from the other games, but you have to rebuy them now. And beyond that, not really much difference. Maybe one or two little gameplay tweaks and one or two add-on content. But mostly you're just doing the same thing. You're just racing around and earning money. Now, usually I'm pretty okay with that. But after 4 games worth of it, or now becoming on 4 games worth of it, plus 7 games of the Motorsport series, it's lost its luster. It's like, okay guys, you know, Forza was a great game. We all enjoyed it. Make one massive Forza that has everything in it, and then stop and go someplace else. Go make a different style of game. You know, breathe new life into something that you didn't have before, or a game that really needs it. That would be a very wonderful thing, but I don't see them doing it. They're just going to keep chunking them out, just like Activision with the Call of Duty series. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is seriously a game I don't want to buy. I do not want to buy. I do not want to pre-order it. It doesn't look like it's going to be any fun whatsoever, honestly. And, you know, maybe I'm a bit biased. I haven't seen the Blackout gameplay yet. I really love to see the Blackout gameplay and see what we're working with. But to be totally 100% honest, I don't see the fun in just buying another Call of Duty game and doing the same thing I've done in every one before. It's time to move off and go try other things. And that's what I really would hope, that's what I plan on doing. I really hope other gamers think about doing, is go ahead and go look someplace else for games. Broaden your horizons. Go look at other cool games that they have out. Now, as you can see here in the gameplay video, I have multitudes of different just free to play games that are on PC. Ironsides, great little game. I like it. It reminds me of Black Ops 2. Has a lot of the Black Ops 2 weapon styles in it. Really closed maps. You can play AI modes if there's not enough people playing in the actual servers. And you're never without something not to do. You can always play a match. Even if it fills up with nothing but you and all the rest are AI characters, you still have a match and you still earn for it. Earn XP, get coins, unlock weapons, attachments, and whatever else you might see fit to unlock. And just enjoy the gameplay. The next one is War Robots. This one's a very, you know, slow-paced game. I admit that the game feels very slow to me, but I quite enjoy it. It's fun to play. I'm enjoying it. I've had no problems with it so far, and I definitely want to continue playing it. Battle Carnival kind of, you know, reminds me of other games I've played before. I was really kind of hoping for a little bit more on it, but hey, you know, it's a free-to-play game. I can't really gripe too much about it. It's quite a good game, and I plan on keep playing it. And like I said, there's plenty of games that you can go online and look for, and all these free-to-play games that are very well made, very well fun to play. And everybody's just like, oh, I don't really want to play the game because it's not Call of Duty, it's not Battlefield, it's not Overwatch. It's like, it's better because it's not them. It's nice to be able to go look at games that you've never heard of before, or gameplay elements you've never seen before. Because it really opens your eyes to what is in the game. What is fun, what is new, what is different. And I believe that's something that all gamers need, is something that's different. Something to renew our love for video games. Super Mario renewed my love for video gaming a long time ago. I love Super Mario. And I've played all the games, except for the DS versions. And I find them quite fun and enjoyable. I love playing them, and it's a game that, to me, never gets old. Because especially with Super Mario Maker and some of the other maps, it's like something new, and then you can go on and say, okay, now I want to play this game a whole different way. I watched a video the other day. I can't remember the guy who did it, but if I can find it, I'll definitely put a link to his video in my description. He played the one game I never thought, one way I never thought anybody would play a Super Mario game. It was the Pacifist Run. No kills, no coins, no power-ups. I made it all the way to World 8, and the only way I see an exception is that he had to take out Bowser to win the game. Literally, the entire run is just amazing to watch him like navigate all these different things that normally we were programmed to pick up. We were programmed to pick up coins, stomp on monsters. That's just how we've always played it. But seeing it played in a way like that was just beyond anything I've seen before. And there's another one, if I can find it, I definitely want to put it in my description for you guys to watch. And that is the link to the Fallout 4 Pacifist Run. No kills, just run through the game, and somehow managed to complete the entire game without killing anyone. It's like, how do you possibly pull that off? It's like, it's just amazing how people can take a game that you're supposed to do something in and say, no, I'm going to still play the game, but I want to do it my way. I want to do it a completely different way. And that brings new life in the games. But when you step to a game series like Call of Duty and Battlefield, you kind of have a hard time doing that. Now, it's possible where you can play through game modes without killing anyone. It's definitely possible. But it's definitely difficult too. Like, you'll be putting a lot of effort trying not to kill people. Even if you see someone standing there saying, shoot me. It's very difficult. It's one of the things that I really want gamers to kind of look at this like, okay, I'm a gamer. I want to go look for doing different games. Check out the free-to-play areas. And I don't mean on just consoles. I mean on PC as well. I found a lot of great games that are just awesome on PC. Now, when it comes to console, they do have quite a few good little free-to-play games. And it's a great, removal from, $60 AAA games that really aren't AAA. And they don't feel AAA. And that's what we're getting, is we're getting, single A, even kind of B minus stuff, B plus stuff, video games that should be AAA. The problem is, another thing that I think that's really hurting gaming is the competition aspect. Like right now with the whole lawsuit between PUBG and Fortnite, PUBG is threatened because Fortnite is taking all its player base, is taking everything it has. And they're trying to sue them, saying that, they didn't earn that money by themselves, Bluehole helped them, and that they need to pay up. It's like, I wouldn't. When it comes to a serious lawsuit, now if you were to say, okay, I am PUBG and I own the rights to the Battle Royale game mechanic, I can see somebody, saying, okay, you guys used our game mechanic, we can't have that, we'll see it in court. Makes it understandable. But sitting there and trying to say that, that they're making money off you and you want it back, that's just not kosher. It's not in good form. I don't care what anyone says. It's one of those things where you just wonder what people are doing. What are they doing behind the scenes? Why is game companies getting so it feels like they're just not wanting to put all that effort into their games anymore. It's just they don't want to try, and that's what's really hurting us as consumers, and especially us as gamers, is we have to deal with their lack of wanting to do things because we're the ones that have to buy the games. But I say we don't have to. I do not plan on buying Black Ops 4. I do not plan on buying Battlefield 5. And no, it's not because a woman's on the front lines. I'm sure a lot of people think that's probably the issue. No, it's not. It's because whenever you look at what Battlefield makes, especially Battlefield 1 for instance, they stayed historically accurate to a T. And then Battlefield 5 comes out and there's a disabled woman on the front lines, a black guy, two white guys, and a British squad. Now, last time I checked, especially liking World War II as much as I do and loving the time period and learning about what we went through and what everyone went through all over the world, there's something kind of wrong there. That doesn't make any sense. Now, if DICE was to say this is an alternate universe, this didn't happen, it was just us making stuff up, I can get behind that. You know, it's like, okay, sounds good, sounds great. I'll check it out. But telling gamers that this game is historically accurate, and if you don't like what we put in the game, don't buy it. No, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to waste my money on a company who's going to be dishonest about their game and also have a bad attitude about it. And we all know why these gaming companies are having such a bad attitude to us, the consumers who want to play their games, who want to enjoy their content. It's because SJWs and all these people are saying, you know, we want all these things that shouldn't be in games. And they're whining to the development team stuff, wanting things in the game that us as true gamers, people who will actually play the game, don't want. 9 times out of 10, most of the people who gripe about these games, especially these social justice warriors, don't play the games. They won't even touch them. They don't care. They just know that something in there that they can mess with, so they do it. And that's something that we just stuck with. And I don't think we should be. I don't think we should have to be stuck with that. I think us as gamers need to step up and say, hey, we like your game, but listen to us. We're the ones who play your game. We're the ones who give you the money. Listen to us. Let us give you our feedback like you used to do. We can work together to make a better game. And that's the problem, is that we do not step up. We're just like, okay, what new game you guys coming out? You don't even try to get up in there and say, okay, well, you got this new game coming out. It's not really what we're looking for, but if you slap a few things in there, I'll definitely buy that. You know, and if it's within reason, it's something that the game developers can do and would like to do, then, you know, maybe there's a solution there. But that's the biggest thing, is solutions. What DICE is doing now, especially due to the fact that they're hooked to EA, which is the worst company in the world, is not looking good for their livelihood as a game company. And we all know Activision is following down the same road. They're following EA right foot for foot, saying, okay, we want to be a greedy corporation too. I would really like to go up there and say, do you guys really play video games? Have you guys really sit down and played your own game and said, okay, well, this isn't going to work. This isn't fun. Have you ever wanted to sit down and ask yourself that? Seriously. We as gamers need to step up. We need to stop pre-ordering games. When the game comes out, we need to give it a week or so. Say, okay, you know, maybe I can try it out to this, or maybe make betas. Come out with more than one beta, and definitely come out with one long before the game launches. Maybe set it up to where, okay, do you guys like this game? Do you think this game's fun? Do you want to play it? Make it to where we can try the games before we buy them again. So that way we know whether we're going to like it, and we can also send you feedback to make it better, so we'll want to buy it from you. Happy world all around if people are willing to work with people. Problem is, as long as we allow social justice warriors and crazy people to detect what's in our games, nobody's going to be happy. Nobody's going to get to enjoy these games. We need to step up. Sorry for the long rant, guys. I really wanted to get this out and talk with you guys about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I will put the links to both videos in the description if you guys want to go check them out. And also check out some of the other stuff. I plan on putting up some extra little things here and there throughout the week about all different types of things that you guys can check out so you guys get a better experience, whether you spend money on the game or not. And I plan on devoting a lot of my channel to helping you guys get the better deal. And I think that would be a better deal for all of us. Well, Mango, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Later. Later.